rotator, which is right on the money, I've told him, you're not done. You're not done. Because on 10 meters, if the propagation is literally on fire off to the west of where you're beaming or off to the north of where you're beaming, there's a curve. There's a curve. I've seen it so many times. It was even happening this morning with New England. I was beaming a little bit further north of the guys in New England, and that was the hot spot because while New England was in there, so was Quebec, quite a ways west of New England. So there was this real strong path right between New England and Quebec. And signals were a little bit better, beaming a little bit off the guys in New England. So, yeah, I've seen this curve happen so many times. And that's what you're seeing right now, Bruce. You're seeing this curve where even if you moved your gizmochi a little bit further west of me, you probably have a better copy. Now, one of the reasons you may not have heard Byron is it wasn't until maybe 3 minutes ago that he made a long transmission. His transmission has been very short, not giving you enough time to rock your gizmochi back and forth in his direction. So that's probably why you didn't hear anything. But yeah, you can use your IMAX when I transmit, and if you get your gizmochi west, and if Ron makes a couple more long transmissions, rock the gizmochi back and forth a little bit, I wouldn't be surprised at all if you copied Ron. He's got a great signal. No amplifier, but still a great signal out of Louisiana right now. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Neither one of you can hear number 4 on here. He's copying me, and not to be rude, another try for number 4. You know, if he's still sticking around, I doubt he's copying you guys. I only hear him when I quit transmitting, so it's clear to me he's copying me. But you just never know. When you guys fade out, I'm going to be hearing somewhere else. When I fade out, you guys are going to hear somewhere else. And maybe at that time, number 4 will increase in strength. So let's give it a shot again, guys. Put your ear against your speakers. I put on headphones. Number 4, if you're still there, we'll give it one more shot. Over. That's the best copy I've had yet. What city did you say you were in? Got it that time. Mississippi. Got it. Oh, so were you the guy that jumped in here a while ago that I just couldn't copy? Over. Detroit, Michigan. We have KC5QXY, not too far from you. He's west of Vicksburg. I'm guessing about 30 miles, maybe 40 miles west of Vicksburg. We have KO4JVU, Bruce, Southern Alabama. We got Dave, NAEHP here in Detroit, Michigan. And guys, Bruce and Ron, this is not number 4. This guy just popped in here. He's somewhere in Mississippi. He's got a weak copy on him. He's in his mobile. And he just got into his truck. So he's not number 4. I think number 4 has disappeared. I think number 4 gave up. So Byron, you're not that far from Vicksburg. Am I right? You're about 40 miles. Can you hear this fellow in Mississippi that has joined us? Over?
No, I can't hear him. I'm a little further than 40 miles from Vicksburg, probably 50 or more. But no, I can't hear him. Paul told me to tell you. He sent me a text. He's done eat supper and got a shower. And he told me to tell you that this is where we hang out all the time. So look for us here.
Okay. Yeah, this is a popular frequency. There's a couple of guys in Washington State that hang out up on 307 or 308. There's a whole bunch of guys in Florida that hang out 310. There's a couple of guys in northern Michigan that I can't hear that hang out here. There's a couple of guys in Montana that hang out 305. There's a couple more in Ohio that hang out here. Yeah, this is a real hot spot. Well, Byron, I had no idea you were 60 miles. I can't see that much detail on this map. Makes sense. So 60 miles looks about right. So Mississippi, Byron, over near Winsboro, Louisiana, is not copying you. Let's see if Bruce in Alabama's copying you. I doubt it. I really doubt it, because Bruce cannot hear Byron. Bruce, I already know the answer is no. Did you hear the guy in the mobile in Mississippi? Over. Transmitting right now, Bruce. Guys, he just quit transmitting. Yeah, Mississippi, I didn't get anything except for I heard Vicksburg. I heard the word Vicksburg. Signals have just literally dropped out between Michigan and Mississippi. I did manage to hear the word Vicksburg. Bruce over in Alabama is not copying anything. Byron in Louisiana is not copying anything. And, at one point, when you first got in your truck, you had a pretty good signal. Easy copy. Very easy copy. Last transmission, I managed to hear the word Vicksburg. I'm just going to guess you were trying to tell me that you were somewhere near Vicksburg. And then after that, the signal just went down to the point where I was not copying anything at all. So, maybe because we're only a little over an hour away from midnight here in Detroit, that this path between Michigan and many of these southern states is starting to come to a close. And if that happens, we might start hearing Minnesota or something like that. And then it's all over with. But tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. Am I right, Bruce? Yeah. So we'll have to see what happens tomorrow on the 4th. Right? Should be interesting. But you know how it works. Bruce, Byron, and our good friend of Mississippi, if you're still copying me, you know, if there's nothing out here tomorrow, well, 2 days from now, maybe 3 days from now, it will be back. Yes, this is the best time of year for the 10-meter band. It never goes more than 2 days before it comes alive again. Okay. Well, guys, I think I'm going to take a break. It's been a long day, and tomorrow's another day. We can only hope that tomorrow's as good as today. But if it isn't, we'll have to wait a couple of days. But before I do shut it down, Byron, just in case I don't hear you for a long time, that operation on that tumor on the nerve for hearing, was that just an absolute nightmare to go through and a long time to heal over?
Yeah, it was. It was. I can say that I don't wish it on my worst enemy what I went through, but I'm glad I went through it, and you know, I've come out on the other side okay, and I've been blessed, and so I got some more years to go, and I know the band is fading, so, and I know you're fixing to leave, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign with you, and I have enjoyed the QSO there, Dave, and be sure to keep a lookout for us here. This is where we hang out most of the time. If we're not here, sometimes we're on 28400, but we always QSY down to here, and so we'll be watching for you on the band, and you take care, my friend. And 73 from KC5 QXY.
Okay, Byron. Like I said earlier, I absolutely love talking to people in your state. Everybody I've talked to has been very friendly, and I'm flooded with memories. So many memories. They all come flooding back of your state. Such a beautiful sky. Just like in that song. A song about Alabama. It's true across most of the southern states. The blue skies. Deep blue skies. That song, something about back home Alabama. Little by little, some of the words are coming back to my head here. 5 minutes from now, I'll come up with the name of the band, more words. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, look forward to doing it again, Byron. And I guess we'll turn over to Bruce for a final. So, Bruce, you know what song I'm talking about? What is it? Sweet Home Alabama? Are the skies blue where you're at over there in Alabama, Bruce? And you see a billion stars at night? KO4JVU in southern Alabama from NAEHP in Detroit. Oh, yes, I mentioned that to Byron and Paul in Louisiana. One of the best memories I have was sitting in a fire tower approximately 100 feet off the ground watching one of those gigantic thunderstorms over the Gulf of Mexico right after a sunset. It doesn't get any better than that, Bruce. It doesn't, you know, the sky really puts on the big show. So, yeah, have I got the name of that tune right? Sweet Home Alabama, over. I feel real embarrassed because I've seen that band live along with 38 Special, Marshall Tucker, and every Southern rock band there ever was. And why the hell can't I think of their name that did that song, over?